Mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
Let's see, Lambo, McLaren, Audi RA.
How can you even tell? Well, I guess I can see the Corvette at least.
Because I know cars. Good gosh. We are headed to Mistletoe State Park out near Augusta. We are driving 202 miles to get there. And we're hauling butt because I have a 2 o'clock tee time for the practice round today.
And it's 10:45 right now.
Yeah, but it says we'll get there at 1 to play in the state championships for the Veterans Golf Association. So this is a group I found out about 3 months ago. A buddy of mine actually tagged me in one of their posts before I was even into golfing. And so now I think it's been 3 months?
Almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months. And I've spent a lot of money on equipment and a few lessons. And started playing golf, which is a sport that, 6 months ago I'd have run my mouth.
You did run your mouth 6 months ago. You did.
4 months ago.
When we joined the country club, you ran your mouth.
Yeah.
That's an old man sport.
Well, I'm an old man. So today we got the kids riding with us, and then we also brought 2 of our dogs with us on our first trip with dogs, second trip with the camper.
We're overachievers.
Yeah.
That's to say the least.
So, but we wanted to talk about real quick 3 of the things that we instantly bought after our last trip to Nashville. One of them right out the gate was we bought a big mat to go outside the stairs because we definitely did not have one of those, and so we brought a lot of extra crap in.
Lots of dirt, lots of rocks, and when he says big, he means big. It is 9 foot by 18 foot, so hopefully it'll keep most of the dirt out.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, it also helps when you don't weed whack the day before you leave.
Well, I didn't want to have any surprises coming up through the weeds as we were trying to load it. I didn't need any dog poop coming in the trailer, that's for sure.
So we are headed out. I'm excited for this trip because we're also going to make a surprise visit to Back Paddle Brewery, which is owned by a buddy of mine. It is a veteran-owned brewery in Lincolnton, right outside Augusta, and the majority of the food that he serves there, especially the meat, is all raised by local veterans who have recently got into farming. You've got beef from Tackett Family Farm, pork from 3T's Ranch. I think even the catfish comes from 3T's Ranch, and I know a bunch of vegetables come from there too. So it's a super cool place. We had at one point been talking about supplying chicken to them when we still had the farm, but we sold the farm, so we don't do that anymore. But my claim to fame in there is I cut on my sawmill the live edge blue pine bar top that's in there. So we'll make sure to get some good footage of that later. But that's probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. I had a small sawmill business going, and I cut and milled lumber for a lot of people. But I think the coolest project that anything I've cut's been included in so far is this bar top. It's like a 28-foot bar top with book matching live edge slabs on both sides.
We'll make sure we get some good pictures of that.
And beer.
And it'll be the first time that we actually see it fully finished.
Yeah. Last time I was there, it was going on, but it hadn't been finished yet.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how it's held up. Plus, Kyle and I got to talk about our trip to Colorado in November.
Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot.
We're going after elk up there.
Another camper trip.
When it'll be 10 degrees outside. But I'm on the winning side of a cold right now, so hopefully I played some golf this week. Thought I did terrible. I really didn't do that bad, but I felt like I was doing terrible. So if I can steady in and just calm down and relax,
maybe we'll win another medal.
We'll see. We might be able to take some hardware home this weekend. We'll see. But if I place high enough in this one, we'll go to regionals, which then, you get through regionals, there's nationals. So
do they have a location for regionals yet?
It's in somewhere in Alabama.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see where we go. another thing that we bought right out the gate for the camper was... You bought it all, so you...
I know, I have to think about it now.
Good
I
Lord.
have my list. I have lists. I'm good with lists.
We bought a spare tire.
Yeah, we definitely bought a spare tire.
We got home.
Backed it all
literally
in nicely.
Got home, backed it in, and 20 minutes later, the passenger rear tire was flat as could be.
Yep.
So we had.
Did they even tell you what it got?
No. So we swapped it out, and now we're rolling good with everything that we need.
Third thing that we bought right away, because you know it's one of those things you take for granted and don't really think about packing. Dish soap.
Okay.
I washed the dishes last time without soap, so this time I'll have soap.
So you rinse the dishes.
Yes, I rinsed them last time. This time they'll be clean.
What are you doing back there? I'm not talking to you.
Sissy's playing the maracas.
So we've got about 140 or 50 miles still probably. So we are headed out and we'll see what we can do.
Something else that we bought for this trip, since we're going to be in the state park and brought the dogs, I found some hiking backpacks for the dogs. Number one, so that I have better control over them out in public. It's a full harness for them and I have a handle to just grab when they're being turds. And then also I bought a splitter so that the two dogs are connected on one leash, because while he's golfing, I'm hoping to take 2 kids and 2 dogs on some trail walks. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, 200 pounds of German Shepherd yanking on you. We'll see how that goes.
With a baby on my back.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
We'll try it. We'll learn. And next time we'll be better.
After this, we don't have any other trips planned really, right?
We're going to New Orleans.
Yeah, we gotta go to New Orleans.
And then we're going to Pigeon Forge.
There are some coffins on the highway.
And then after Pigeon Forge, we're going to Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we don't have anything planned until you go to Colorado.
What are you doing in Franklin, Tennessee?
In Franklin, I'm actually really super excited. I get to go to the Wild and Free Homeschool Conference. Last year, I think they had to cancel it because of the Rona, but we started homeschooling last year, so I guess I wouldn't have missed it. But this year I get to go and I get to ditch both the kids with him because kids are not allowed. It's for women only. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm gonna know nobody else there. But I'm really excited because this first year of homeschooling, it took a little of trial and error to figure out what worked for us. And this is what has worked consistently so far for us. And just looking forward to learning some more about it and spending some more time in like the Nashville, Franklin area. So I just dropped off Steven at his golf tournament and I brought the kids back to Mistletoe Campground. Well, it's a state park, so Mistletoe State Park. And today we're gonna go on a hike. Each time we go camping, I try to only add one thing so it's not too overwhelming, and this time we added the dogs. I got some hiking backpacks for them, so there's a handle on their back and I can control them easy if I need to. And I got a splitter, so we brought 2 of our 4 dogs and they're right there all on one leash. Last time I added a hiking framed backpack for the baby, so hopefully she's used to it this time and I can focus on the dogs. We'll see how it goes. We'll get some video on the trail so you can see how it is too. And keep in mind, we're here in the middle of July. It is hot, it is sweaty, and gross. So, if I'm not so pretty, sorry. We're having fun, that's what matters.
rolling, audio's rolling. So what's it like to cook breakfast in here?
Last trip that we were on in Nashville, I didn't get to cook in the kitchen because my wonderful mother-in-law was very generous and cooked everything for us when we were in the campsite. This trip, it was just me, myself, and I. So I was able to use the cooktop for the first time. Other than having to go outside to turn on the propane because we try to keep it off, it worked like a charm. It was great. I just get to fold up the glass and it just goes back here. And I bought a cast iron. Granted, it's a new cast iron, needs to be broken in. And I just put it on there, light it up, and we had some awesome sandwiches this morning. Just like sausage sandwiches this morning with some cheese, and it took just a few minutes to make. I was able to have the fan venting so it didn't add a bunch of heat into the house, and I think everybody enjoyed it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are here at Mistletoe State Park. We came out, I played in the VGA Georgia State Championship yesterday at Belmead Country Club, and got my butt handed to me by the course. Came in 25th place out of 31 people in my flight. So no shot at regionals, but it was a good experience. It was my 5th VGA tournament. I've only been playing golf for maybe 90 days. So that was a fun part of it, but the main part of our trip was coming out with a new camper and just kind of exploring more of the state park. I've definitely spent more time on WMAs and national forests in Georgia, and more so than the state park. So it's been really cool to come and have fun at a state park as opposed to just being out in the wilderness. So
and also it was a different campground style than we went to in Nashville. We were at a KOA, which
Walmart parking lot.
There's people that KOAs are for, and we're not one of them.
No, not in the least. But it was cool because all the spaces here are spread out, and we're on a peninsula that comes out into the middle of the lake, and so it's been really cool to have all of that. So while I was at my golf tournament yesterday, though, Jennifer decided to take the kids and the dogs and get lost.
I didn't mean to get lost, I just did. They gave us 2 different maps when we checked in. One of the maps had on the map the trail that I wanted to take was blazed in yellow and white, and on the other map the same trail was blazed red. So while we were out on the trail, we're following yellow and white, yellow and white, yellow and white, and then all of a sudden I decided I was gonna follow the blazed red trail that I thought was the same trail, and it wasn't. We ended up at the ranger station though, so it was okay. We just followed the road back. But
the dogs quit. They gave up on them. They kept trying to just lay down in the puddles on their way back. Merida just kind of hung out. And
she fell asleep, which was great because my hiking backpack, it has the extra cushion on the front edge for her, so she just laid down on her pillow, went to sleep.
But overall, I've really enjoyed coming to the state park. It was only, I think, $20 or $30 a night for us to stay here. And we're in a pull through in the middle of the peninsula. We couldn't get a lakefront spot, but it's been a really good time. We're packing up today and heading back. But it's been great. It's had nice facilities. I mean, there's even a laundry room. So for being a state park campground, you still have all the amenities that you would get at a nicer place and pay, 3 times even.
And even though we're not on a lakefront spot, right there is the lake. Right on that side is the lake. There's plenty of access to it. Not to mention, if you just go to another one of the peninsulas within the park, there's a beach that we went to yesterday. We're going to take the kids to the playground before we leave.
Yeah.
Plenty of opportunity. Yes, we are. We got a long drive. Those kids got to go to sleep. So there's plenty of opportunities here to explore. There's probably about 10 miles of hiking trails, varying in diversity. One of the hiking trails I wish I could have gone on, but it's just a little too much with kids and dogs right now. It's about 6.5 miles. It has 4 stream crossings and some gorge, and I really look forward to doing it again, or doing it in the future. Just didn't work out this trip.
Yeah, so once again, camper kicked butt, super comfortable. The air conditioner kept it a nice cool 65 the entire time. You know, we actually got to use the kitchen this time, or Jennifer got to use the kitchen this time, and you know, she really enjoyed it. So it's nice. I like it. It was a great investment on our part. Something that we're able to turn what could have been, you know, a one-day golf tournament where
and a lot of driving turnaround
and staying in a hotel to, you know, something with adventures for everyone, including the kids.
And the dogs. It was really nice to have a couple of our fur babies with us so that they weren't stuck at a border. We'd like to be able to take week-long trips with the dogs.
All right, guys, so we're wrapping up today. We're gonna be packing up our camper and we're gonna be getting out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing that. Then we'll head to the playground, I guess, and we will be on our road. We got 202 miles to get back to the house, and that's gonna be the rest of our trip until next time. I didn't make it to regional, so we're not going to Alabama for that. But this season starts over again in August.
And where will we be in 2 weeks?
We're gonna be in New Orleans for 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, not for 2 weeks, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be in New Orleans in 2 weeks. So it'll be a great time. I've got a work appointment I got to do while we're there. But other than that, it's gonna be a good time. It'll be a blast. So we are packing up and we're gonna get out of here.
See you in New Orleans.
The walk was very well. We had a very long walk. It tired all of us out, and we all liked it. But my mom just figured out we were going like the wrong way. So that was funny, but we had a long walk and we had fun. That's all it was about, and it was really fun. I loved it.
Okay, cool. Tell us about the beach.
Beach.
Say we went to the beach yesterday.
We went to the beach yesterday, and a couple of friends came over, and I had really fun at the beach. And my dad threw me a lot in the river. And
did Mom get bit by a fish?
Mom got bit by fish.
No, look at the camera and say it.
Yeah, Mom got bit by a fish.
Mom got bit by a fish and Rudy. And after we were done swimming at the lake, we came to roast marshmallows to make s'mores. It was a really fun day. It was very fun.